Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I wanted to speak about the different stages of the sales process when it comes to LinkedIn. So if you're somebody that is new to LinkedIn or you're not getting the results that you want and you're looking for a way that you can actually sort of separate out the different steps and have an order of what you need to do when it comes to generating leads on LinkedIn, then watch the rest of this video and I'm going to break it down into phases. So in terms of step one to the final step, we have the initial finding the person that we want to reach out to, and then at the end we have the client. So there's all this middle ground that we need to figure out in terms of order, the best way to go about it, etc. If we go to the identification process, obviously you're either going to be using the free version of LinkedIn or you're going to be using Sales Navigator, in which case you've got the advanced search for leads and search for accounts tool. So to identify your prospects, even before this, you should have done your market research in terms of your niche. You should have a niche, you should know the type of ideal persona you're looking for so that you can input the correct keywords, etc. into the search when it comes to sales nav if that's what you're using. So identifying the right prospect. The next stage, and you do this before you reach out to connect with them. I can't stress this enough because a lot of people go and connect with somebody and they are connecting with the wrong people and then they're surprised that their conversion rate is really low, and it's because the person's receiving this connection request and is like, I don't know if I'm the right person that they're looking for, but I definitely don't think this person can help me right now. So before you even send a connection request, you want to do some profile research on this prospect. Make sure it's the right person for you. Obviously, there's only a certain extent of research you can do and qualification without having spoken to this person or had a call with them. But if you go to their profile, check out what they do, see who they are, their role in the company, unless they're the business owner. Do that profile research before you reach out to them so you know better how to engage with them and what's going to be more relevant to that individual person. So do your profile research on LinkedIn. Shouldn't take more than a couple of minutes. Third stage is reaching out to them with a connection request. I shouldn't have to say this anymore, but remember to personalize them. I still get people coming to me and the first thing I ask them when they say I don't get people responding to me, LinkedIn isn't working, I'm like, do you personalize your connection request? And they're like, no, I just send the standard one. I'm like, well, that's one of the main problems because people just, they get so many people reaching out to them now, especially like business owners. You've got a lot of agency owners, coaches and consultants reaching out to these people over and over again, day in, day out. You need to stand out, and the minimum you can do, aside from having a good profile, is by personalizing your connection request. So send a personalized connection request. Obviously there's a character limit, but it wants to be basically different for every single person. You'll know what you want to put in here from the profile research that you've just done previously. But this is the next stage. After we have sent them a connection request, we are going to be sending a welcome message to all the people that connect with us. So if you had a question, for example, in your connection request, that person might have responded to you. If you've just made a statement about wanting to connect, then obviously when you connect with them, you want to send them a welcome message. So a welcome to your network, where it's like, it's awesome to connect. From your profile research, I can't tell you exactly what words to say because it's not good to copy somebody else's, and it's also going to be very different for your industry and the type of people that you're reaching out to. And also it varies from profile to profile. So I don't have concrete words that I will use 100% without editing throughout an entire sales conversation with every single prospect. I have a basic template and I know what order I want to do stuff in, but it will change for each person and I will know how to change it from the profile, from any commonalities that I have with that person, any shared connections, whether it's an introduction, etc., etc. So you want to then send the welcome message. Do not sell in the welcome message. You want to have a conversation with somebody, not just pitch them. If you're sending them a sales pitch straight away, you've basically shot yourself in the foot. And if they respond, it could be great timing or it could be a low quality lead where they just want to waste your time, or maybe you phrase it as a free consultation and they just want to get that free consultation because they don't have enough money to invest yet. You never know, like it could work sometimes, but in my experience and with how many people are getting pitched on LinkedIn every single day, I think it's better to go down the route of actually identifying problems before you can identify a solution and figure out whether you're even a good fit in the first place to move them onto a sales call. So the welcome message, you want to build rapport, engage your prospect into conversation. Once you've started that conversation with somebody, I like to offer some value. So you could either do this in the form of sending them to content that you've already created. It could be content curation or content creation. If you don't know what I'm talking about, refer to one of my other videos in terms of different types of content that we have on LinkedIn. Content creation or content curation. one of the things I like to do personally, if I know that they are a pretty well-qualified prospect, and I would like to set up a call with them, I want to give them more value, I will send them a video audit. So I'll ask them for permission first. Before I send it, I'll say, hey, I actually have a similar client that I just got 2x ROI for. Would love to share a couple of the things I did with them before we even started working together that you could implement straight away. Just from taking a look at your online social media presence, let me know if it's something that you'd find useful and I'll send it over to you. Send them that message. If they say yes, it's obviously given you that green light to go ahead, and it's having yeses from people make them more open to what they're about to receive instead of just shoving content down their throat. Ask them for permission first before you try and push them along the sales process. So ask them if you can send them some free value. When they say yes, put together a free, I like to do it in video format, so you could use Loom to do a short video audit of their online presence. It doesn't have to be more than 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be a very long audit. And then at the end of that video, you want to push them towards actually signing up to a call with you. So whether it's sending them to your Acuity link, saying obviously at this point you've got a couple of choices. If you want me to help you implement this stuff I've just told you about, then we can set up a call. If not, I strongly recommend that you implement it either way, because you're leaving money on the table, and doing these things where you get someone else to do it for you, do it yourself, or you get me to do it, is going to be better than you not doing it at all and just leaving money on the table, because as a business owner, that's not what you want to hear. So after that video audit, then you want to move them towards booking a call with you. You want to have a booking form, so a form that somebody has to fill out before they can just schedule a call with you. So instead of them just being able to choose time and book in, I ask a set of questions beforehand in terms of where they're financially at, their biggest problems, etc., so that I am more well equipped to actually jump on that call, know what their pain points are, and be able to figure out what kind of solution I could tailor to them that's going to work for them at that point. And it just kind of gives you like some sort of backup, so you know what you're going in with, and then also qualify them. If they're giving you answers that are completely irrelevant, then you can avoid wasting your time and their time by saying, actually, I don't think we're a good fit. I'm going to cancel this call and refer you to somebody else who I think could help you more at this stage of your business. So I think that's all the points I actually wanted to mention, but I know a lot of people just have a lack of structure. They don't know what they're doing. They go onto LinkedIn and they're like, okay, what's the first step? And I thought that this video would be good just to give you the outline of the process. In terms of what I've just told you, I would literally structure this in a CRM, if you have a CRM, if not in a spreadsheet, and just tracking all the people that you're reaching out to, where they are in the sales process. If you don't know about this, then you can actually just find them on my channel. It's Sales Navigator 1, 2, and 3. The final one is how to use tags. It's basically using LinkedIn as a way to have a CRM and track the progress of all your leads throughout the sales process. I would recommend tracking your numbers, because that's going to be one of the most important variables as to whether you have success or not. But I hope you found this video useful. Please subscribe if you want to see more of my content. I am posting a lot more frequently than I used to, aiming for around 3 videos a week. So as always, if you have any specific questions that you want to ask me, specific problems that you're having when it comes to LinkedIn, just comment down below and I will try and create some content on it or respond to you in the comments as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.